All right, everybody, it's time for more Breaking Bad, and it's time on season 4, episode 8. Before we get started, just a quick heads up if you are watching this over on YouTube that you can watch the Flames version of this reaction, as well as get early access reaction by supporting the Patreon. I would love your support, but aside from that, let's stop talking and get started. All right, for the Patreon people, we are going to get started in 3, 2, 1.
Thank you. Thank you again. You're quite welcome, Mr.
Are we going to see what he did after this?
8:43.
Time of death.
Yep.
Shit.
Oh, Mike. Now what are you going to do? Oh. Oh, shit. Gus went straight to him.
Marco was shot in the face and died instantly.
Damn.
Lingered for several hours. The warning call to the DEA agent, Juan Bolsa, may have some insight into who placed it. I thought you should hear it from me. This is what comes of blood for blood, Hector.
Like, this man is something else. Oh, God. Whose blood is that? Oh, no.
Guess what? Every life comes with a death sentence. So every
That's true.
few months I come in here for my regular scan, knowing full well that one of these times, hell, maybe even today, I'm going to hear some bad news. But until then, who's in charge? Me.
I never
That's how
really
I live my life.
thought about it like that. I'm guessing this is going to be Mr. Hank, right? Oh, shoot.
I'd eat there every day, but I wouldn't fit through the door.
Well, should we get started?
This is going to be a really, really awkward
I'd like to record this conversation,
questioning.
if that's okay.
Of course. Gail Bedeker's apartment.
Let's see how he's going to get out of this.
So you knew the victim. And Mr. Bedeker graduated in...
1999.
That sounds right.
And you kept in regular contact with him over all this time?
Oh, no, I hadn't seen Gail for years, until I ran into him a few weeks ago.
So after years of no contact, he shows up in your restaurant, remakes your acquaintance, and invites you to dinner?
No, he wanted money.
Gail Bedeker asked you for money?
No, he didn't come right out and say that. It was my suspicion.
This story sounds so solid so far. I'm just like,
He was a very, very talented guy.
how is he going to trip up to trigger
But
Hank?
reasons I never understood. He was more interested in taking shortcuts.
He has a planner on him and everything. He keeps everything logged.
Graduate Presbyterian Hospital. I was there from 7 to about 10.
Anyone else?
Jeez. Hank?
Sorry, yeah, just one other thing. Is Gustavo Fring your real name?
Oh,
Is it my real name?
I know you're a Chilean national, but there are no records of you ever living there.
General Pinochet's government was guilty of a great many sins. First and foremost were its human rights abuses. But it was also notoriously unreliable at keeping records.
You were, absolutely. Thank you.
I mean, he kept his cool. He didn't, overreact or anything like that. Like, on the outside, he just seems so dependable and respectable and... Oh, he's twitching. He's like, Hank's going to be a problem now. I was going to leave you alone. But now I don't think I can.
So,
Oh, no.
Ryan?
This thing with his name, what are you thinking there?
Sure, the record keeping in South America is hit or miss. I mean, we run into that all the time, right?
But that being said, I thought his story was credible.
Well, I agree. I think it was a good story. Still, why are we hearing it now? What do you think, Tim?
Because you're DEA. I don't see why he would call you if he didn't know it was drug related.
The alibi, but my overall impression, I believed him.
Nice touch.
Oh, shoot. Why is he here?
Hey, Tiger, how's it hanging?
Good.
Did Jesse send him here?
So, very nice.
I did a lot of research into
1200. That doesn't sound bad for a house like this.
Speaking of which,
I am amazed we actually saw her
How's he
again.
doing?
Jesse,
Is he gonna be honest?
he's good. He's busy.
Oh. And he was there too. He could have at least waved, or it's just too hard.
Space, lots of light. It's a little garden out back. It's nice. If you really want to know how they're doing, why don't you go see for yourself?
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, you gonna need a ride home?
Nope.
Wow. I love seeing how Skylar's mind works with all of this, you know? I feel like she's good at this. Like, terrifyingly good at this. She just hangs it up in the closet. Too heavy. It was a good idea though.
Anyway, you're really taking to this whole thing on Boston.
Just right below them.
I guess I am.
Hey Dad, whatever happened with your scan? Did you get the results back?
Yeah. I did.
And
I'm still in remission.
okay.
So you're all gonna have to be stuck with me for a while. I'll
God.
What about you, Hank?
Apparently, it's all very hush hush.
Now, if he catches wind that it's of Gus, this might be good for Walt.
Oh, and there's this gem and mineral.
He'd be like, "Wow, now I know how to get to him."
You could maybe give me a lift.
Yeah, sure. I had a collection of my own back in high school.
He wants to pick Walt's brain. Okay, so he might actually find out about Gus and how Hank's on his tail.
You hungry?
Is he at Los Pollos? Oh shit. Oh shit.
All right. You ready for your mind to be blown?
Poker face, Walt. Poker face. Come on now.
I can't prove it, mind you, but I suspect the man's a drug dealer.
He's so good.
Yeah, methamphetamine. He didn't strike you as being the boss man type that.
This is all because of what Walt said, by the way. That's the insane part.
Just speculation.
Doesn't matter. It made me keep at it.
Yep.
Chicken Man's fingerprints at Bedeker's murder scene. He sits down to talk with us. The problem is that he.
What did you ask him? What did he say?
Walt, stop prying. Let him. Yeah.
Sorry,
He's panicking too much. That. Oh.
All right, whatever.
You don't want to do that around Hank.
Proceeds to kick our asses.
So he's not guilty.
Yeah, as far as DEA and APD are concerned, he's not. Officially, Fring's not a suspect. Something deep down says he's my guy. I need a favor.
Can you go in?
See that Volvo station wagon over there? Stick this on it.
What? Oh no. This is an easy thing to say no to, you know?
My wifey thinks hubby's screwing around on her, but she wants to be sure. Stick this on the car. This part right here. It's a magnet. And see where he goes.
Like now it wouldn't be suspicious if Walt said no, because this is, this is creepy, you know?
So we gotta come back later.
Like for the average person, I'd be like, no, what's wrong with you? You
Amazing times we live in here. Oh, but
extra legal. Hey, Walt, don't do it. Just, oh my God.
it's easy. Okay? Here's
That's Mike. That's Mike. Mike. Oh shit. Oh
you
shit.
head toward the restaurant.
Terrible timing.
As you're walking past the car, you look down, oh, hey, darn, my shoe's untied. Then you go inside.
I don't feel good about this at all.
Oh.
Jesus, just, you make me beg you? Come on, just stick it in there.
I'd be like, there may be cameras. You know, come on, find a good excuse because Mike is watching you right now.
Just act normal.
The way that Mike's just like, hey, neighbor. He needs to go find time to explain this to Mike too before he talks to Gus. Because if Gus catches wind before he can explain, you know, what's going on, it's going to be bad.
May I help you?
There's a tracker in your car. Don't waste too much time right now.
I didn't do it. See, I didn't do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. May I help you?
So now he has Gus's graces. Now Mike isn't going to overreact, maybe. He might go to Gus, but Gus is going to explain, I told him to do it.
Sure it was secure.
I am glad that he did, you know, warn him, because that would have been even worse if Gus thought that Walt was also against him and actively, wait.
I swear to God, I thought I was driving the man to a gem and mineral show, and all of a sudden he has me pulling into your
Yeah, you need to.
telling me that he's investigating you. And no one, not one person that he works with thinks that you are anyone other than an owner of a fast food chain. But if something were to happen to Hank, then that would only draw their attention to you. And
That's true.
to me as well. So we have a mutual interest in resolving this without violence.
And he can't really respond. Stop. Oh, Jesse.
Oh, hey, don't wait to be like invited.
You have got to make this meeting happen this week. Tomorrow. Tonight, if possible.
Oh,
Damn.
wow. What are you, high?
My brother-in-law, my DEA agent brother-in-law, he's on to Gus. I've got some math for you. Hank catching Gus equals Hank catching us.
He'll break out his box cutter on his sorry gimp ass.
So you haven't
That still, it was insane.
You've got to be figuring that we've talked. Gus's ass is on the line. And trust me, he will meet with you if he thinks that you're a liability.
No, he will waste me if he thinks I'm a liability.
Yeah.
You know what? Whatever, man. I'll take a piss.
He cleaned up the place nicely after having it into a drug den for however long it was.
Anything important?
Testing him to see if he'd actually tell him about the meeting. Nope. Oh man, his trust in Jesse's slowly dwindling.
Seems to me the bigger problem's the cartel. And we can handle them if that's all we've got on our plate. But dealing with both Schrader and the Mexicans at the same time, if he happens to be watching when they make a move.
Ooh, that's a good point.
The perfect storm.
Thank you. I'll be in touch.
Okay. Mike is a good ass person to actually consult with. He just stuck it on a lamppost. Or was that like at the side of a trash can or something?
DEA agent Schrader. He's a concern. He's looking into my past.
Are we getting a little flashback for Gus?
Is today the day, Hector?
Un buen plan. Confía en ti mismo. Todo va a salir bien.
Here he is. Up and moving. In the pool.
¿No les vas a ofrecer nada a nuestros invitados?
¿Quién dice que son invitados?
Me gusta su restaurante.
Muy bien, gracias.
When they just started it out.
Oscura y carne blanca.
Ese pollo es tan sazonado.
Bueno, es una receta que aprendí en Chile, pero la modifiqué un poco para el gusto mexicano. Sí.
Socio, ese chef, ¿quién eres tú?
The money guy?
No me digas que solamente estás para probar la comida.
Yo me encargo de las
Business operations, okay.
Gustavo es un hombre de negocio brillante.
Además de eso,
¿Qué tienen en el menú?
Bueno, tenemos varios acompañamientos.
Un plato, un bocadillo,
That's something
algo
else.
por el lado.
Is this how they get into the drug game?
Ellos regresan no solamente con el
Back with
pollo,
more than just chicken. Oh, they've already started doing this. Coming up with drugs.
muestras.
Samples.
Muestras. Tremendo hombre de negocios.
Es que, bueno, nosotros no encontramos otra manera de llamarle la atención.
Triplicaría sus ganancias. Quizás hasta la cuatriplicaría.
Okay.
No solo son buenos cocineros, son buenos para hablar pendejadas. Usted no es más que un intermediario por los colombianos. Le dan un porcentaje por cruzar el contrabando por la frontera.
Le podemos mostrar cómo fabricarla aquí mismo en México.
No, no es cierto. Pero
Hector's doing something back there. You saw that?
Yo estudié en la Universidad
He had like a
de Santiago de
baggie
Chile,
or something.
radio. Sí, Gustavo, él pagó por mi educación.
Ah, sí. Si tú eres el cocinero.
Fuck.
Lo necesito a él.
Why do I need him?
¿Por qué tengo que hacer negocio con un hombre que me falta respeto?
Oh,
Tratando
God.
de negocios bajo mis narices, sin pedirme permiso a mí. ¿Para qué?
Oh, this is turning fast.
Él me salvó del barrio pobre de Santiago. Este hombre me hizo el hombre que soy hoy.
Oh.
Don Eladio, Gustavo es un genio y le hará millones de dólares. Solamente deje que su corazón lo perdone por este pequeño error. Yo lo necesito. Él es mi compañero. Por favor, se lo...
Killed him instead. Ah. Wow. Wow. That's the boat we saw in the water.
Míralo. Tú le hiciste eso. Ahora, míralo.
Jesus.
Escúchame. La única razón
No reason why
por la
he's
cual
not.
tú estás vivo y él no es porque yo sé
'Cause I know who
quién
you
eres
are.
tú.
Wow. Oh, Hector, I cannot wait until you die. That's crazy.
Look at me, Hector.
Yeah, look at him, Hector. You're so it's crazy. Maybe next time. He's so useless now. Damn. So that is how. Wow. So we met the other Hermanos. I'm wondering if we're ever if we're going to get more information like that in Hector's back. Well, not just Hector, but in all their backstory, you know, and how they were better acquainted with Gus while he grew bigger and bigger and more successful. But this got interesting fast, man. Oh, wow. And I do, this may be too harsh, whatever. But I do hope we do get the satisfaction of seeing at least Gus kill Hector. I am fine with that. I don't like Hector at all anyways, so I'm fine with him getting that win. But God, this was a good ass episode. I can always appreciate a good backstory, especially when it comes to characters that we don't know too much about. And Gus has been a mystery for the longest time, and it's interesting to see him in a position where he is not the person with all the answers. You know, he's good. At that moment in time, he still was just, you know, what he would just call a businessman. Yes, he was still very smart and he was still very calculated, but at that moment, he wasn't the person you go to for answers. You know, he still needed people, but now he doesn't need anyone. It feels like, yes, he has people who does work for him, but Gus is just his own man now. But anyways, I'm curious to see where we're going to go from here. But until then, of course, if you guys are watching this over on YouTube, Definitely check out the Patreon for full-length access as well as early access to anything else that we are watching. I would love your support, but aside from that, you guys have a great rest of your day / night, and I'll see you next time. Subscribe.